My last week I missed this class, correct? So you got to come one lecture of Advi Sudhara, but I made it a point I came early.
We go to portion.
Very good. So Koshi time?
Post 11.
Achha, that will be in the month of July.
15th July.
11. We are in which chapter? Soil is done, vegetation is done. Water and mineral. Then I have to teach you map of India as well. And scales and directions I will teach you in one lecture. So now I was doing what? Vegetation?
We complete our vegetation.
So you want me to go with the water resources quickly? Next time onwards, please bring the maps. I will be completing that map of India as well. Correct? All the classes are having, sorry, all the schools are having the same portion, 11 chapters. I'll bike ki taraf here. Pakka? Today I will not move it. That time I came late. Okay, guys, put the heading as water resources. So we'll keep your textbook ready and we'll explain from there, and wherever possible, I'll give notes. Any school who is not giving any notes for geography, zero notes, unreliable notes. अनडिपेंडेबल नोट्स। अरे बोलो, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली मैं दूंगा नोट्स।
सर हमारा स्कूल में अभी तक सिर्फ टोपो के ही नोट्स दिए हैं एंड मैप ऑफ इंडिया तो कल ही स्टार्ट
ठीक है ना, we are far ahead of them.
we are doing like climate
Where were you last class? No, मुझे किसी ने दूर से कॉल किया, you were found there roaming around. Last to last class, am I correct? I was
last to last class go I was at the thing. I had another class at 1 to 5 and this started
Was it you? That was found in that JVPD Jew scheme. Juhu JVPD.
no
You don't frequently go to South Bombay?
not no
अच्छा मतलब पहले करता था, कब हो गया? Tell me the last date. अच्छा नहीं, तो मैं सोचा था I've got some classes and people there, and I'm opening up my own personal ventures outside Bombay also. So wish me good luck. You didn't ask me where I'm opening. ठीक है, जिस दिन का उद्घाटन होगा उस दिन आपको स्वीट्स दे दूंगा, ठीक है ना? चालू है, but I'm unable to go. My partners are working. It's away from Mumbai. Maybe आपको फिर उसमें अभी नहीं, when it grows up a bigger organization, I'll tell you all the details. It is going to be funded by foreign government, so I'm just working on it. और इतना साल उन लोग के लिए काम किया, थोड़ा सा उनसे है ना वसूली तो करो, थोड़ा टाइम है, but I'm confident that it will. चलो, हाँ, give me one first sign for both the lectures. Both are lectures mine? No, only one. ठीक है, that's good. Ready to, ठीक है, अभी क्या कर? Quickly करना. When we talk about this water resources, what is in it? Let's check. The same topic we have it for both. What is both I'm saying? For your this one. Understand? Correct. Okay. Can I borrow one? Give me the pencil as well. Never give it in a left pencil. You don't know. Hey, anybody absent, boys? Boys are absent, na? Girl is also absent. Who? अच्छा, the hair student. That's right. ठीक है. Let's continue. What's the page number for that?
119.
Just look at this chapter is not going to be in detail, but then it is quite easy to learn. If anybody is touching soil, they have to touch even this. Correct, all the three goes: soil, natural vegetation, and water resources. Look at the syllabus. First, they have said it is surface water and groundwater. Who's this, by the way? Of course, बोलेगा ना. So look at that lines which are written in red. Are you able to understand? Entire range of natural waters that occur on the earth are the potential use of living beings. Shall I give it simpler lines, or is this line okay?
simpler would be better
But you are unable to understand this. Anybody tell me what they have given? The term water refers to any of the entire range of natural waters that occur on the earth. You're able to learn?
there are natural water sources that can be
No, what is water? They are explained that. You write that
water.
Now, water is source. Sorry. Then you have to give H2O definition. Write on that. Water is source. Notebook में लिखना है. Let's see it. All the notebooks are complete. Did I not check any person's notebook? Tell me. I didn't check yours. Take it. Write down. Water resource, or water resource refers to one of the important natural gifts available on the earth. one of the important natural gift available on the earth, which supports entire life, LIFE, which supports entire life forms. One more line. In its absence, life is just impossible. Life is just impossible since Earth is the only planet where water is available. Is it correct? Earth is the only planet where water is available. Is it correct?
So far, not actually. There is another planet with water life नहीं.
हाँ तो जाना भाई तुझे मैं भेजता हूँ Leave to जा. देखो they have found out Mars, even Moon. You know our Chandrayaan 3 has came back to India. Where was it? And how did it come back?
Yes.
हाँ ना कैसे आते वो रिटर्न?
With thrusters. With thrusters.
Have you seen NASA's rocket? Always it is attached with one big aeroplane. Like it's not an aeroplane; it is a shuttle. They call it.
Oh, spaceship.
Now they brought, and it has not only brought stones, it has not only brought some soils, but also it brought some traces that craters in the moon are filled with water. So, is it so costly to ship to moon? No, it's very
Yes,
easy.
why?
मेरा बाजू बिल्डिंग का नाम ही दी मून है. है ना? So why I'm saying Earth is the only drinking water which is available. Do I say 75% of the Earth is water? उसमें जो 97% है वो ocean water है. Can you and me drink ocean water?
No.
Why not?
It is unsolved.
He's saying unsafe.
Unfit for,
Unfit. How unsafe and unfit?
because it has high foreign concentration.
Okay, that's right. Out of that, they say only 3% are usable. उसमें से भी drinking water is only 0.87%, 87, not even 0.9. So are we good in wasting our main water source? Yeah, हम तो करते ही हैं. So what does it brings to the conclusion? What does it brings to the conclusion? Hey, give me that.
So, he didn't find.
So we always believe why this water is so important. Why it is so important? Good. It's okay.
It supports life.
How does it support life?
Because our body needs water.
Your body only needs water.
No, everyone's body.
In general.
Mostly every living organism needs water.
Every living organism. Each living organism. What is that every living? Have you seen any time amoeba, bacteria?
Yeah.
They don't require water. They live in water or what?
But it's said that the area they spread across decreases tenfold if there's no water.
Oh, it supports. You know, corona, when it was all over the world, when you sneeze, how did it spread?
Droplets.
Water droplets only. So if I say what is water, I think one day rain or half a day rain or just a glimpse of the rain. Are we happy with this rain?
No.
What is it exactly then?
Monsoon shower.
Very good. It is a pre-monsoon shower. Then we are waiting for the regular monsoon in Navi Mumbai. Is it going to hit or already? Not
It is
already.
very hit. It is not.
It is going to be sooner or later. So can I say we have two sources of water, surface and underground. And surface and underground में पानी कहाँ से आता है? By rain. By rain. Is rainfall is the only source? Melting of snow. Melting of snow. In India, do we have perennial and non-perennial? What is perennial river? Sorry.
It's a river that flows all year round. It's go just
All year. Non-perennial?
It dries
Dries
out.
out.
Can you name any one perennial river?
Ganga.
The Ganga, I do about. And how about non-perennial? No, correct. Krishna, Godavari, Kaveri, Koleru, Penneru, ये सब lake, Puliket, Chilka, keep on naming, Vembanad, these are all lakes, not river. So why I'm saying India, the country which we have seen in Indus Valley civilization. Did you see Indus Valley? You didn't.
Yes.
अरे हमारा forefather ही रहेगा ना वो. Then came big civilization after Indus Valley.
So it is.
Mesopotamia के Egypt का है.
Aryans.
No.
It is Vedic. This Vedic people, they were so powerful, they killed these people. That is one. There might be some floods. You know the city called Dwarka.
Yes.
Whose city is it was?
Krishna.
So, किसने बुलाया आपको द्वारका city कृष्ण का? When Radhe died, that was the last time Krishna was found to be alive. He locked up himself and the Dwarka, it entire submerged. The water level increased, and then Krishna was not to be found. Sorry, I'm a small devotee of him. There are many. The last time when he flew the flute, when was it last time? When he was leaving the city where he was brought up. What was that city called? And he was going to Mathura. मैं कोई रामायण महाभारत नहीं सुना रहा हूँ, पूरा अपना हिस्ट्री में ही. And that was the time Radha was doubting. I will be going to the city of palace. Kans na unka mama. And then she said, you'll have a lot of beautiful girls coming in and around, and you are a prince, royal prince. In fact, हमारा Indian history का पहला royal prince was Lord Krishna. And हमारा history ज़्यादा नहीं बोलूँगा, थोड़ा बोलूँगा. Your history teacher might know better than me. And he said, today is the last time I'm fluting flute for you, and he broke that flute. And after that, he never played. But somebody came and told that Radha is counting her last breath. In that memory, he plays it. And she dies, and this fellow is no more. So आज भी आप लोग love history सुनेगा ना, हम रोमियो जूलियट ये वो हमको रोमियो जूलियट कौन था हमको मालूम भी नहीं है ना.
तो लव स्टोरी
नहीं भी रहेगा देखो अभी हाँ भाई बट क्यों मैं कमेंट करूँ ना जिसको मैं जानता ही नहीं है. वैसे भी राधा और कृष्णा में मेरा क्लासमेट नहीं थे. But then we have some history. आज भी आप द्वारका सिटी जाएगा ना, it is under water only. And Modi ji, the present Prime Minister, has made the apparatus where you can go deep inside the water and see the city. And not only Indians, many foreign discoverers have explored the city still underwater. And it has a glimpse of one of the beautiful palaces which was constructed under the orders of Lord Krishna. Anybody knows what is the elder form of Lord Krishna?
Krishna.
It was an avatar of him.
Elder brother.
Avatar.
Avatar.
Not that English avatar.
Avatar.
So why I'm giving this, our rivers are the biggest source of pious water. Even river Ganga, river Yamunotri, Bhagirathi. Bhagirathi is the place where the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna are there. And still people treat that as the holiest place in our Indian history. Bhagirathi, जहाँ से ये इनका source बनता है. So we always believe for Indians, water is not a big trouble. But who are a trouble to the waters? Indians only the trouble for the water. Either we waste it, or you pollute it, or we just careless. Because drinking water is not a big trouble for Indians as long as the rains are regular. But if it is 2 seasons, there is no rainfall, it will be. Mumbai had witnessed many dry periods. And there was a time when Uddhav Thakere's dad was alive. And he said by one date, Uddhav Thakere, not Raj Thakere, that all the non-Maharashtrians should vacate Mumbai. I don't know which year, 1970s or some, my dad told me. 2 days he gave the ultimatum. Second day, midnight, there was heavy thundering and rainfall. वो एक time था और आज है. देखो, if you go to that Mumbai Devi area, the Mumbai name has come from that deity. You know that? कभी गया है? And even today, Marathi Manus have a big hope that this city, which is closer to the Arabian Sea, have not seen any big floods till that 26th July happened. That was human error. But अभी तक हमारा मुंबई पानी के बाजू में रह के भी कोई खतरा नहीं हुआ.
How was 26 July?
I can tell you that was एक तो Arabian Sea में highest of the high tide था. And नहीं 2020 में कितना बहुत late था. And then these gutters and other thing, the waters were so flooded, it couldn't properly drain out. Arabian Sea was swelling with water and these drains were carrying the water. Confluence of gutter and Arabian Sea. And then we were deep in waters. I was also one victim. So don't shock is in the queue. But I was stuck.
We were there in that together.
पक्का दोनों एक साथ पानी में गए क्यों?
My dad went from some other place to there.
They confluenced in the water only. Story also start हुआ. अच्छा जाने से that is your personal story. So we always believe what is this water for you and me as a drinking water. देखो this water I carry, है ना? Now imagine driest part of Rajasthan, what they will be doing. Imagine driest part of Telangana. Have you heard about Telangana? Andhra Pradesh, even some parts of Tamil Nadu, Marathwada region. What are they doing? So there is no drinking water, no underground water. The evaporation is highest, and majoritarily we are depicting which part of our country? The arid desert. Don't you think it is a real trouble for an agricultural country like India? Yes, it is. So that is what this chapter is on. Is it okay? Shall we just move ahead? Okay. Now come down there, 97% of the earth's water, my dear government organized,
Yes.
is ocean water. Underline 97% is ocean water. And then come down, 3%. Dekha? Out of its 2.3% is polar ice caps. They have used the word locked. Why they are using the word locked in polar ice caps?
It is in solid.
It is ice caps mostly on the.
When it melts, then only we'll get it. Okay, correct. Underline it. 7% point is available. Circle the word fresh. Bas, iske aage mat jana. Then fresh water, put a small rectangle box. Rivers, lakes, and streams. Yeah, rivers and lakes, samajhta hai? What are streams?
Small rivers.
Rivers are normal, huh? Streams are flowing rivers.
Fast, the highest.
Yeah, small bodies of living water.
Still good. We have a country called NZ. Name the country. They are called as land of, you know, land of what? ना उसको और एक नाम देते हैं.
Land of.
वो जो फुहारा निकलता है क्या बोलते हैं इंग्लिश?
Jesus
Fountain.
Land of geysers. है ना? The biggest geyser is found in Florida. The name of the place is Yellowstone National Park. ये मालूम. Yellowstone National Park in some parts of Florida.
Exactly.
It is geysers and springs. Springs are not high, whereas geysers are higher level. So India में भी है, Mumbai में भी है. The place is called Jogeshwari. And these are water which comes with some dissolved minerals, and it is very good for your skins. Do not be a hot spring, normal spring, then it might burn you. And Jogeshwari, I have not gone. Some of my family and friends have gone. They said it's only छोटा सा बनाया है और उसमें बकेट डाल के निकाल के पब्लिक सर पर डाल. और बोलते कि ये माथा का पानी, कोई माथा नहीं है. It's geysers, springs. I don't understand it. Even this is the source of fresh water. But then, हाँ इंडिया में नहीं है. इंडिया में बहुत कम है. We have one in not even geyser. It is in Himachal Pradesh called as Puga Valley in Ladakh actually, and they're generating which energy? Anybody? Underground energy. What is that? Found out. ठीक.
Hydrogen.
नहीं नहीं, वो कुछ रहता है जिसमें से वो लोग एनर्जी बनाते हैं। आप पता करो ना, सब मैं बोलता रहेगा तो जियोथर्मल।
अच्छा हाँ ओके। वो अंडरग्राउंड रिएक्शंस का
नहीं नहीं, वो अलग है, मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ। I'll show you Yellowstone National Park as well as Puga Valley. Puga Valley में I think Reliance only took the contract and they are only generating. बहुत जल्द, अच्छा your dad is there, okay.
Yes, he is, but I.
You're there, Puga Valley dad.
No, no,
Then what?
Florida. So Florida.
What happens to your dad?
No.
आगे बढ़ो.
Can I ask?
You're asking or saying?
I'm asking.
हाँ पूछो ना, कब से फिर पूछा नहीं.
Florida. Florida. New Zealand में भी Florida.
बाबा मैं जब टोरंटो में काम करता था, मुझे कॉल लेटर लंदन से आया. I was so happy. फिर मेरे लोकल ने बोला ये लंदन इधर से 5 घंटे के. हाँ, you don't know. Many European countries have same names. हाँ, Toronto is having one London.
तो ये फ्लोरिडा तो इसमें ना यूएस में ना
ये US वाला फ्लोरिडा है. इसीलिए उसको मैंने बोला there are confusing places and confusing names. तो US में भी है London Street. है ना? So there is one English chapter, confusing places, and कभी read करना, it's wonderful. I think किसका है वो भी बताता हूँ. He wants to go to Florida and America, he lands in Florida and some other country. Because वो Florida लिखा रहता है in his boarding सब बैठ गया वो. जब उतरा तो बोला ना, this is not US, this is some other country. But आप लोग ने immigration stamp मारा कैसे उसको, है ना? चलो, let's move. Surface water. You directly open bracket from the word streams, lakes, rivers, ponds, land, and finally sea. Close bracket. Groundwater, the water which seeps through the cracks and crevices. Cracks are smaller, crevices are bigger. उतना याद रखना, ठीक है? Surface and land is known as ground. An example पे आ जाओ, groundwater constitute, come down to next page, 0.66%. And resource for account of चले. The need to conserve, write one question mark. हाँ, ये सब मैंने दूसरे classes में question answers दिया है. You want me to give or we'll go ahead like this? We'll go. If you feel you listen. We need to conserve water. Did you see? Make a rectangular box. So need to. Over exploitation of groundwater. In exam, you have to write only this much. Nothing else. Second point. Drought and reduction of rainfall. इतना ही लिखना. Anybody wants to explain these 2 points? Anybody? Sure. She's writing the names for what? अरे पूछो, पूछता.
नहीं.
Confirm. Irrigation utilizes. So you write irrigation full use or fully uses it. That is why we need more water. Increase in population. Actually, rise in population रहेगा, ठीक है. And our water resources, lakes polluted. Underline pollution and only pollution नहीं लिखना बस. Now just check any of the points you want me to explain. Please ask me. Because these are, I feel, every bench is having one volume, na? Textbook is there, na? Check karo. So that it becomes easy for me to finish your 11 chapters. No, this one, textbook, not volume. Sorry.
what is a water table?
Good question. I just wanted to say, देखो, whenever we have groundwater, correct? This might be land, surface of the land, and somewhat here. Correct? And then here. So if you want to define a water table, they ask you what is water table. The highest saturation point of the underground water is known as water table. लिख लो. The by chance exam आ गया तो highest saturation point here, spelling of saturation of underground water. Water table is the highest saturation point of underground water. That's it. Then conservation practices, put 1 for rainwater harvesting. I think I've already explained what is, no? Rainwater harvesting, there was a दिया है, increasing recharging by capturing. You write the simplest line that I will give you, rainwater harvesting. You can write RH also, senior note. It's a viable alternative. Viable cheaper alternative of collecting, storing, and using the same during the dry season. Using the same during the dry season. Then one more line. Most popular method. This is average. Most popular method is जो बुक में दिया वो ये method. Rooftop rainwater harvesting. Rooftop rainwater harvesting. You only read and ask me the doubts. Objectives we mark karo, है ना? You come up till that watershed management and the diagram is right there. I'm going to show you a video on watershed harvesting. Oh, sorry, watershed management. Aram se read karo, carefully read karo. There is no hurry buddy. I should show you one video of rainwater. Oh, sorry, watershed management. Yes. Objectives mark kar lo. I think very simple as there is no big. What is the meaning of that viable?
cheap.
Cheap.
So what are subsurface water reservoirs?
Wait, and this is aquifer is matlab source of water, ना और कुछ नहीं. Subsurface matlab below the main surface. The speaker not connected.
Watershed development is the treatment of the entire catchment area around the village to ensure conservation and regeneration of all its natural resources, especially water.
Watershed development must be done from a ridge to valley basis. Right from the top, you dig continuous contour trenches. As you come lower, on wastelands, you dig continuous contour bunds.
Just remove that.
On farmland, you erect farm bunds. Along the drainage line of the rivers, right from the top, you do gully pumps. As you come lower down, now gazing structures and check dams. The idea is to control soil erosion and to control the flow of gushing water. Water that is running, we try to make it walk. Walking water, we stop. Stop water, we try to force it underground. The idea is to trap and harvest and store rainwater wherever it goes within the area itself. Since the speed of rainwater is controlled and the soil is not washed away, the rivers do not get flooded or silted. Thus, watershed development is an answer to two problems, that of drought and that of flooding.
Earlier efforts of watershed development concentrated merely on water harvesting structures and ignored treating the watershed as a whole. This led to soil erosion and therefore siltation of the structure. While there have been other schemes of poverty alleviation through environmental regeneration, this has been the first large-scale approach where people were not mere beneficiaries but actual owners and implementers of the project. They help themselves by regenerating the environment they live in.
What a organization trust is it? Any of you have dug the earth like this? What that lady was doing? Nobody. किया है तूने? भाई वीडियो शूटिंग के लिए नहीं सचमुच किया है
Seriously, that plant करने के लिए छोड़
हाँ, वो कर सकता है। बड़ा कभी करो I have tried cutting the wood in Europe some place and it is very sharp the axe and we have to do it with the style and many times it comes to our feet only you have to catch it by the feet मेरा वो जो American बंदा बोला don't you will lose either leg and I have tried doing it but they are very इतना बड़ा log रहता है एक ही कट में दो गिरता है before the winter we have to cut and keep अभी तो इधर electric है but that is a great art I have done this dugging in my hometown but hardly 5 minutes mein I start breathing whereas these people they are excellent and हम क्या जिम जाके six packs biceps triceps वो सब कुछ नहीं बनाता दिन भर तो करता है but he is more stronger in Maharashtra also I have seen people at simple what is that bhakri and onion and mirchi na green chili and they are handshake करते होते यार solid है मतलब ठीक है अच्छा पहलवान है so these works are done by the rural people local people and they are taught by the government officer did you see one cap fellow is a government officer explaining them what is watershed development water को हम ना उसको evaporation में lose कर रहे हैं ना ही जब बरसात आएगा पानी we are losing it we are trapping it तो ये जो कहीं तो मैंने दिया ना watershed management उसमें हम लोग CBSE में explain करते हैं there is a slogan arrest water and percolate water can we arrest the water क्यों वही कैसे करेगा
Not possible.
I have done it हाँ क्या है
कैसे?
वही तो आपसे पूछना कैसे हाँ तो अरे arrest means not exactly IPC section तो हथकड़ी लेके नहीं जाएगा it is not allowing the rainwater to join the drains अभी आप लोग ने वो डायग्राम अच्छे से carefully देखा anybody tell me is it so difficult to construct this in our buildings or is it not so easy easy enough I have given it is alternative to which construction somewhere dams construction is it dams construction so costly so problem whereas this every building can do are we doing it because we are not aware of this in Mumbai when Sachin purchased a new house Sachin Tendulkar sorry he was the first person in Mumbai to go for this rooftop rainwater harvesting shall I show that video वो भी है लगता है I showed once the entire bungalow actually वो पापा का बंगलो में ही रहता है but when he purchased a new one बंगलो नहीं है पापा का तो बहुत छोटा सा बिल्डिंग में घर है but there is a big car standing outside that small flat that shows them being very busy अभी तो उसका बहुत बड़ा घर है I think his daughter recently finished her studies in a very higher percentage वो university मुझे पता actually then they were showing Sachin का और शाहरुख का बेटा का कैसा है and anybody knows Mr. Madhavan उसका सन तो मैंने सुना बहुत बड़ा प्लेयर है ना कुछ yes one son हाँ किसी में तो है and they were showing how does SRK has brought up his son he's a this fellow Tamil Brahmin married to a Bengali lady थोड़ा मालूम है ज़्यादा मैं डिटेल्स में जाता हूँ but he is very strict with the son how it should be similarly that Deepika Padukone's dad also is a big all India British champion Deepika अच्छा look at this how is this rainwater Sachin का मिलना मुश्किल है देख लो this is rainwater harvesting
Rainwater harvesting. India, which is home to 16% of the world's total population, has access to only 4% of the world's total water resources. to fulfill its water needs. This limited supply could easily deplete further or be made unusable by overutilization and population. Therefore, the need of the hour is water conservation, or what is referred to as water harvesting. Water harvesting encompasses all the different methods of conserving and collecting rainwater. One such method is rainwater harvesting, and another is recharging groundwater. Rainwater harvesting involves either collecting the rainwater directly or recharging it to the ground to improve groundwater storage. And how does rainwater harvesting benefit us? It raises the groundwater level, checks rainwater flow, which prevents soil erosion, prevents rainwater pollution, and helps meet water demands during the dry season. And all of this can be accomplished with nothing more than house rooftops to collect the water and small PVC pipes to channelize the water into underground pits and sumps. Recharging groundwater is the modern version of rainwater harvesting. In this, pits, trenches, and dug wells are constructed to collect water. The collected water then feeds and raises the level of groundwater. Did you know that rainwater harvesting is an ancient Indian tradition dating back to 4500 BC? Yes, in fact, it has been practiced for hundreds of years in Assam, Karnataka, Gujarat, and Rajasthan. This ancient tradition was given a much needed impetus by the government of India with the formulation of the National Water Policy, a policy that provides for the optimum and judicious utilization, management, and conservation of India's water resources. The aim of this policy is to link river basins and then transfer water from one basin to another for the optimum use of the available water. The National Water Policy also exhorts the general public to assist the government in its mission to conserve water so as to minimize our water woes.
One more, you see, rooftop wala dikhata. This is just the water. Sachin का बोल रहा है, पता नहीं.
Hello, my
Is
name
it?
is Manisha and I'm the founder of Ananda Promoters Club. And I'm back today after a very, very long time with another episode. Let me begin by apologizing for the impossible beginning. But many of you know that I've been occupied with building a sustainable house, which is no easy feat, especially because a lot of segregation and living are in that. So that's really take.
That's it. इसमें ये नहीं रहेगा.
Topic of sloping. Yeah. So,
Directed beneath the syntax. Yeah.
as you can see, it's really what is dominating.
उसका शॉर्ट वीडियो रहेगा, बड़ा वीडियो नहीं रहेगा. महाराष्ट्र का बहुत बड़ा तरह का एडवर्टाइज करना था. So now this is
Express, with a hat.
Real video. All that. Anybody knows who is Bobby Dior? That's some of the best.
This lockdown period has been tough for everyone, but we're not going to give up. Keep moving, guys. Stay fit. This time, I'm going to skip differently. It's a random days. Let's go ahead.
Anybody have met this fellow? He is very little bit भावुक. बात नहीं करेगा, मिलेगा नहीं किसी से. I met majority of the place except this fellow. He was there in that small lunch room, but I couldn't go and talk to him. So now you have a clear picture. What is rainwater harvesting? Okay. Shall we proceed? Okay. 15 minutes. Let's try to finish this chapter. Oh, it's already clear. Okay. Objectives done. Anybody needs my help? Explanation? Will you able to remember and mark it? Learn it? Okay. The need for water harvesting. There is one paragraph. Only 2 points will mark. We have not cared to conserve water in a rush or rationalized use. The annual rainfall. ये याद करके लिखना. अगर ये भी याद नहीं लिखने का, only 46 inches. Why they are using the word inches? Because it is given in millimeters. Normally centimeters में भी आप लिख सकते हो. Then Cherrapunji receives highest, वो तो सबको मालूम है. Rainfall in India occurs. ये reason है. Short spells of high intensity. What is the word intensity? 4 months का rainfall अगर वो 2 दिन में देगा तो क्या होगा? Rest of the बाढ़ तो आएगा ही. Rest of the months it is dry. Short rainfall with high intensity. If I say 4 months rainfall in only 15 days, again it is a trouble for the farmers. That's the problem. And then directly come to water harvesting mechanism. Catchment, look at that, of water harvesting surface. उसी को लोग catchment बोलते हैं. Which receives rainfall directly. That's enough. Come to conduits or conduits, or how do you pronounce? Pipes, जो PVC pipe दिखा है लोगों को. Are pipelines or drains that carry rainwater. उतना ही काफी है. Storage can be stored in commonly used storage containers like RCC. Hey, what is the full form of RCC? बहुत जगह पर देखा भी है. RCC,
RCC are those pipes.
No. It is called as reinforced concrete cement. और प्लास्टिक वाटर टैंक्स. अभी आपने देखा जो वो किस में स्टोर हो रहा था, प्लास्टिक वाटर टैंक्स है ना. रिचार्ज फैसिलिटी, ओपन ब्रैकेट, ऑल्टरनेटिव टू स्टोरिंग रेन वाटर. बस recharge groundwater. What is this? Aquifers. उधर लिखो source. बस. Now put the heading in your notebook. Need for water harvesting. Write these 2 points. And mechanism आता है कभी कभी. What is rainwater harvest mechanism? बाकी तो ये आप खुद ही करो. Right here with you. Modern irrigation वो मैं करूँगा. Furrows, sprinklers, drip irrigation, उसका मैं वीडियो दिखा देता हूँ. Modern methods of irrigation. That's what she's searching for. किसका है? जरा को. Yours is there. She's the only student I've seen coming by bicycle. Good. Apart from here, then just behind. Where?
Behind the car.
You carefully ride the bicycle. That's a good for a young student, I always say. Biking. Write that in your notebook. I'm getting that one. Modern methods. कौन है? वो बात कर रहे हैं. Software is coming fresh.
Modern method of
No, oh, that I am going to teach you. Now I need you to mark something, now that you have to write. Don't be on, don't be on.
What exactly did we have to write?
Very good. भाई बताओ कोई मैंने क्या लिखने बोला है? अरे बताओ. First you write what is the need and then other thing. How do you spell history lecture to begin? है ना? So next video is almost ready. Types of irrigation. Ravi, when you look at that volume, there are two methods. Traditional method, सबको मालूम है ना, wells, tube wells, bore wells. This is modern method of irrigation. Just so simple. Just right. Finish. To understand this, it's easy to learn this chapter. So now when I'm taking lecture on that side, I couldn't hear those laughters in our class. You see, how can I understand people are enjoying it? ये भाई सब अभी से थोड़ा सा आंख बंद कर क्या है? What has really had happened to you? Nothing. Look at the things. Listen to this. इधर मैंने वॉल्यूम बंद करके रखा है.
Farmers have to irrigate their land in a proper irrigation is the soul of agriculture.
Just follow.
Of irrigation. Proper irrigation is the soul of agriculture. For getting a healthy crop, farmers have to irrigate their land in the right way. Here we give you complete information about different types of irrigation systems. Hi friends. Welcome to the Discover Agriculture YouTube channel. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe now. There are two different types of irrigation systems for agriculture as follows.
That is traditional method and modern method. Now, we are explaining these two methods deeply for your understanding. Have a look. 1. Traditional irrigation. If you consider only India, data shows that over half of the labor force is occupied with different types of farming. India is one of the main exporters of oats, dry fruits, and natural grain products. India has regularly confronted obstacles such as low harvest yield, unfavorable harvests, rainstorms, and other benefits. Traditional approaches to irrigation have overcome the majority of these issues. These old irrigation strategies are not yet outdated. India's farmers utilize these techniques to
ये
get
कौन सा wheel है? Anybody? Water wheel. Hydro. Persian wheel. Persian wheel.
Persian क्या?
The idea was developed by Persians. अभी अमेरिकन wheel है तो इसमें अमेरिकन है, हाँ?
guarantee appropriate seed germination, a better yield of harvest, and speedy development of food crops. Traditional irrigation is known as organic farming irrigation. There are 4 types of traditional irrigation systems, which are as follows. 1. Check basin method. This strategy is an irrigation system type that relies upon water accessibility. The cultivating land is separated into various sectors associated with a small drain. Water is stored at the highest place of the land. From that point, these channels start. This type of traditional irrigation has been around for a long time. 2. Strip irrigation method. The farming land is separated into various strips. Such strips are isolated by name. The length of each strip relies on the land's point of slope to an area of supply. Such a technique requires minimum labor and investment. 3. Furrow irrigation. Whenever crops are filled in columns, furrow irrigation proves to be useful. It is expected to be used in cultivation. This type can prompt better irrigation of bigger pieces of land. 4. Basin irrigation. This traditional irrigation strategy isn't utilized for developing yields. A raised stage, normally made of mud or cement, is made extremely near these trees. Channels are dug with the goal can get water. 2. Modern irrigation. The strategy of artificial irrigation in areas with insufficient rainfall is known as a modern irrigation system. It is the strategy of providing water through pumps, tubes, and sprays. Irrigation is often utilized in regions where rainfall is problematic or where droughts are regular. Water is equitably scattered across the field using various irrigation system procedures. This water supply process can emerge from an assortment of sources. It includes groundwater springs or wells, surface water means of lakes, rivers or reservoirs, and treated wastewater. There are many types of modern irrigation systems, which are as follows. 1. Surface irrigation. The surface water system represents an enormous gathering of water system strategies where water is dispersed by gravity over the outer layer of the field. 2. Sprinkler irrigation. A sprinkler water system is a technique for applying irrigation system.
अब sprinkler और drip में अलग-अलग है. Sprinkler means these are vertical pipes. Are you seeing? The water is sprinkled with high pressure and that rotatory will spread it. Whereas drip will be underground pipes with
regular precipitation. Water circulated through lines as a rule by a pump. It's splashed out of sight through sprinklers with the goal that it separates into tiny water drops which tumble to the ground. 3. Drip irrigation. The drip irrigation system is a procedure wherein water courses through a channel into unique drip pipes with producers situated at various disperses.
What is the difference if they ask you? Not drip irrigation is the most effective because the water is directly poured where? Into the roots. बस आज के लिए इतना ही है. Put the heading in your notebook: irrigation, traditional and modern, and keep it ready. When we meet next time, we'll finish not only this chapter. I will start with the next and keep bringing your maps. 12:15 is the class ends, is it? Don't want to. You can take your breather. by the time the next class starts, correct? This 5-minute break might not be efficient or sufficient for you, right? So I'll see you next class.